Hello friends, this is Arun and welcome in my channel of Photoshop, Lightroom and photography. This is my second tutorial of photography. It is all about composition. In composition, why we need all rules like the famous one is the rule of thirds, then golden spiral, then another famous is leading lines and all you can find on the internet like horizon line and all these and one is Fibonacci spiral. When why we need all these rules in photography? The one and only answer is that the answer is sense of depth. In photography, we need sense of depth, and why? In real environment, everything is in the three dimension. A photographer's challenge is to present the three dimension onto a two dimension. Like if I am capturing a mountain, that is all aerial is three dimension, and if I am capturing with the camera, that I have to represent all these things on the two dimension in photography. So answer is sense of depth. In real environment, everything is in three dimension, and if we think about from the if someone is seeing the photo, if I talk about the viewer who is watching the photo or any image, it is a challenge for a photographer to represent three dimension onto a two dimension. What is the actual scene there, what he want to show. So it is all about the challenge from 3D to 2D. I have so many examples in my photography that I use sense of depth and follow all rules, and you can also find on the internet there are example of sense of depth. If I go to Google and search about a sense of depth in photography, then you will find a first link of Wikipedia. It is about the depth perception of in actual environment, and you will find so many rules and regulation, monocular cues and depth of from the motion, kinetic depth, effect, perspective, and you can understand the idea behind the sense of depth by reading all these article. I have few examples that shows the sense of depth. This image that you can see on the screen, this is a very good example of sense of depth. This is the image that I have taken in the Calcutta, that is Victoria Palace. If I talk about the whole scene, it is if I divide the each part of this photograph into a segmentation, like this is about foreground, this is the middle part of the image, and this is the background part. I have divided this image in the 9 equal parts and 9 equal rectangles. My camera from this portion is I think 4 feet away from this N, starting N, and you can see the depth in the scene. Depth sense that my eye tracks from here, then leads to this part, no parking, then again leads to this is my subject. This is my whole scene and this is my actual subject, and I also want to capture this no parking. This is all about the sense of depth. In simple ways, my eye is dragging from here to here, then lead to this subject, and I have covered 100 I think half kilometer area in one frame, and my eye is to drag up to the infinity, and this is all about the infinity. If I talk about the scene behind this Victoria Palace, it is the clouds are at infinity. My eye is going to at infinity. This is sense of depth. And if I uh, if I crop this photo like this way, I have cropped this image. Now the sense of depth is lost in my photograph. There is no sense of depth, there is no meaning in this photograph if I crop this photo to this point. The image is looking good, but the sense of depth is now gone because my background part is not available. Now this time I have a very good example of sense of depth, but this time I am using the image that is the foreground part is on the top of the image and the background part is on the lower part of the image. If I talk about my last image, my foreground was starting from the bottom of the image and the eye leads up to the background in the top of the image. But the situation is changed now. The frame is so much different in this example. If I divide this photo into 9 equal parts and 9 equal rectangles, the uppermost part is my foreground and I am very close to this this view, and this is a round shape. I think it is about 10 or 12 feet from the camera that I have captured this this building or this architecture. If I close this in, if I close this half circle, then the scene will change. There is no sense of depth. My eye is leading around here and moves up to this point. This is all about sense of depth, and there are a good example of leading lines. This is leading line, and you can say this is leading line. My eye leads from here to here, and the whole scene is looking, and my eye is dragging up to the infinity, and this is the good point about this photo. And I have foreground, very nice foreground about the architecture of the building, and a sense of depth in this photograph. And this is also a very good example of sense of depth. And this photograph is also a good example of sense of depth. And now this time I have divided this image into 9 equal parts. The foreground element is on the rule of third. As per the rule of third, I have put this element exactly on the rule of third. Rule of third is basically the divide the frame in 9 equal parts, where the intersecting point, the subject should be here. Suppose my subject is this curve in this sand. I have put this curve around this very near about the intersecting points of this frame. It is some idea of rule of third, but in later I will tell you about more about the rule of thirds and all rules and each and everything about the rules. But this time we are talking about the sense of depth. If I divide this photo in 9 equal parts, then you can find sense of depth. This is this is for my foreground, then this is the middle part of this photograph, and this is foreground, and my eye is leading from here to here, and you can see the actual scene, 3 dimensions seen on the 2 dimensions. So it is all about sense of depth. In the last of this tutorial, I want to tell about every time there is no need to show the sense of depth, like in the portrait of any photo of any person. Sometimes it is not need to worry about the sense of depth, and I think you will like this video. And I have started this video in a very very effective manner that those who are actually love photography, and I actually love photography, and so that's why I have chosen a different approach to teach about the photography. You will find so many tutorials on photography, and I will proceed step by step why we need all rules, why I am starting from the rules. Nobody has the digital camera or SLR camera, so every can person be a photographer with a mobile. You can click images with the mobile or point shoot camera. If you don't have a SLR camera, then don't worry. Then if you about the photography, then you can also click a better photographs with the mobile camera or any point shoot camera. In different situation, in at the special situation, if we require a SLR camera, like if I talk about the slow shutter speed, then at a very special situation we need DSLR camera. Otherwise you can also be a good photographer. Thank you friends for watching this video, and I will continue this video in my next tutorial. Thank you friends for watching this video, and you can follow me on the Gmail, Facebook, as well as on my website. Thank you friends.